thanks for winding down your week with us here at BYU-Idaho Radio. These are your evening headlines for Friday, January 10th, 2025. I'm Chandler Guadagnino. Lori Vallow-Daybell was back in court this morning in Arizona. EastIdahoNews.com reports that Vallow-Daybell was in court for a status conference where she presented arguments and affirmed that she is indeed ready for the trial to begin.
Today, the defense is requesting that this court do the following three things. One, order the state to turn over all evidence of a conspiracy since our trial begins in 76 days from today. I would also ask that they would pare down their witness list to these witnesses that will actually be testifying so the defense can conduct productive interviews. And then I would like for all motions and responses to be sent directly to the defendant in a timely manner. I'm having a really hard time getting this stuff. I don't get it from ILS to 7 days after things have been filed, after your orders have been rendered. I'm not getting these.
Vallow-Daybell faces 2 charges of conspiracy to commit murder in the death of her 4th husband, Charles Vallow, and attempted murder of her former nephew-in-law, Brandon Boudreaux. Vallow-Daybell is representing herself, but she is being assisted by a pair of advisory attorneys. The California fires are continuing to spread and are even affecting one BYU-Idaho student. Ella Ziegler has the story.
As California battles severe fires, the impacts are felt beyond state lines. The Eaton, Palisades, Hearst, and Kenneth fires started Tuesday, and in these 3 days, BYU-Idaho student Jennifer Lopez has watched the skies turn black, the sun turn orange, and the air turn smoky, inflaming her asthma and making it hard for her to breathe in her home in Los Angeles.
Watching this all unfold has been heartbreaking and terrifying. I've watched my stomping grounds threatened and burned to the ground. Me and my family have kept an eye on the fires all night and day because we see how fast it can move and how far it can jump. So we've been in flight mode. Nobody is safe no matter how far they think they are. It has been heartbreaking to see people's homes burn down and wildlife struggle to escape.
Firefighters from other states, including Idaho and the National Guard, have traveled to California to help contain the fires. But as of right now, the evacuated areas are dangerous, and people are unable to begin rebuilding their communities. 9 members of the Pasadena stake of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints have already lost homes, and the stake's communication director, Leslie Ford, says it is currently difficult to serve and support the area because of the ongoing danger.
We're kind of at the beginning of this kind of disaster. I know that it will cause the ward to come together. Unfortunately, it will displace many ward members. I think it's kind of a day-by-day situation as we are able to open our ward buildings to others who are unaffected and are able to rally around them as they get back on their feet.
Ford encourages Idahoans to continue to pray for rain, fog, and the people affected by the fires.
I know that, obviously, the church gives many things through fast offering donations. So I think that there'll be opportunities at that time. But at this point, there's really no place to receive things.
Lopez continues to follow the fires with her family and make sure they will be safe.
I leave for school tomorrow, and I'm afraid to leave my family behind because we don't know what can happen next.
For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Ella Ziegler.
And as those fires burn out of control in Los Angeles, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is beginning to mobilize resources to the area. Elder Mark A. Bragg, General Authority 70 and the president of the North America West area of the church, released the following statement, quote, "Our hearts go out to all affected by the fires that continue to cause destruction in Southern California. As one who grew up and has deep roots in the area, I have a great love for the community. Our prayers are with those who have lost their homes and are displaced and for the first responders. We mourn with those who have experienced loss and ask for the Savior's comforting spirit to be with them. We also express gratitude for the acts of faith and work sustaining those affected by this crisis. At this time, the church is mobilizing its resources. Everyone is encouraged to volunteer and make themselves available to assist those in need. The church is committed to helping during this emergency and throughout the aftermath." Close quote. You can read the full statement on churchofjesuschrist.org. Have a great weekend ahead. These have been your evening headlines for January 10th, 2025. We have more great content for you. Anytime you want it, just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast app. You can also ask your smart speaker to play KBYI 94.3 FM. We're also online. Head on over to byui.edu/radio to listen on the interwebs. I'm Chandler Guadagnine, and this is BYU-Idaho Radio.